Alrighty. Well, circle up. Kyotsuke. Hey. Walking kata. Ichi. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Roku. Shichi. Hachi. 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 Very good. Let's do some releases. We'll go 2 y'all and the 2 y'all. Good. Weird number 2.
Weird number 2.
Yeah. This is a pull, so it's going forward. There you go. It's been a while.
One though.
I know. No, it's number 1. It's a pull, so don't pull your arm back. Just go with it. There you go. Good. And then turn with it at the end. Yeah. Good. To break those old habits again. Yeah.
Obviously, it's 2 sets of that pattern. So it just repeats. It's fine. It's fine. Come on. Okay, go ahead. Go.
Nice.
No, let's do it gently. Okay. There you go. You need to continue walking. Okay. So you're simulating attacking now. Okay. So you pull and walk through. Okay?
There you go. Yep.
That allows me to change your direction.
Yeah. I've already mentioned that before. It's simulating here. Grab or hold your hands up like this. It's simulating pulling yourself in, right? So if we're out here in a very watered down version, I'm pulling my body that way as you go around. Yeah. Does that make sense? Yep. Yep. Yep.
Okay. In slow motion, keep walking.
Boom. Yep. Very good. Very good. You got stuck. Do that again. What happened? Do it slowly.
Here,
Let's see.
Here. Aikido.
There you go. Was that 5 or 6 you're doing?
There you go. That's a ticket.
I thought you were just doing 6.
I was going the other way.
Well, that one you just did 5. You did palm down. There you go.
Okay, yeah. Good. There's many variations to that.
Because what you did was you got here and you went like this instead of driving your elbow. Use your elbow to get up over your head.
Same side.
So come over here and put the cup on your head. There you go. Good.
Yes, it's the same idea.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good. Better. Better.
There you go.
Yes, very nice. Same side pull out.
Try to be as gentle
There
as
you go.
possible without. I tried to get real gentle. Yeah.
Gentle,
And still achieve.
but with intention.
Yeah. You're trying to achieve something.
There you go. Good.
Again.
Yeah, very nice. Good.
Try smaller movements. Okay. Instead of
Nice.
There you go.
That
That's
was very
better.
good. That was good.
Okay. That's good.
Oh, there. Good. Yep. Yeah. Ideally, when you do this, you want it to be grabbing that hand, same side and pull. You want it to be where this doesn't affect your center, right?
Mhm.
So if I try to do too much, it would be pull and be like strong. If I try to do too much with my hands, see how it kind of lock me down here.
Mhm.
If I just turn it over, I'm not having to worry about it affecting me as much. Does that make sense? I'm not trying to get something out of it. I'm just like, oh, I need to move and be over here.
Almost 80% of the whole thing is just right there in your wrist.
Yeah. I mean, well, give me a good pull.
Yeah. You didn't have to move at all, really.
Yeah. Yeah. All the moving I did, pull slowly. Hang on. Just give me the solid pull. Was here, down, rotate, and over. I just drove my hand with it.
It's a big difference.
It is. Yeah. So when it's big, I do the same movement. Just allowing myself to kind of freely go through it. Make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Very good. Good.
Every one of them.
What number? 2 is palm up. Same cross hand push. Yes. Very good.
In theory, I'm going to walk right over.
Yeah.
But that's why you step aside and okay, so what are we doing? 3.
Should be on 4 now, Larry.
Calm down. So you got out of the way. That's good. Get off the line of force. That's good. Calm down. You want to maintain that connection.
6. 6 was push. Follow the thumb. Nice. Very good.
So I want to get out of the line of force, and I want to change your direction.
Good.
So I can do whatever. Keep walking, keep walking. There you go. That's the idea. 2, palm up.
I don't know. Do it again.
And pushing.
As you did it more like a number 3. When you go up here, turn your back to him. Go
Lots
underneath.
of variations. Yeah.
Yes, like that. Just like that. Yep. Good.
3 same sides.
Very good. Excellent.
Same side.
Same side pull. 3.
3 is same side mirror image. Okay.
There you go. Good.
Walking.
Good.
That's right.
Okay for me.
Plus, I
So
can
cross hand pull.
use my other hand, which makes it even more effective. Same deal. Good feel.
Good. Cross hand push.
Okay. Look at you. The whole idea is we're just
Same side pull.
walking. If somebody's charging, it's the same concept.
It's just immediate.
More okay, rolling forward. Okay, calm down.
Cross hand pull out.
Keep walking. There you go. It's the same. Yeah. It's all that. Keep going.
Cross hand push.
Finish that. You got
Same side pull out.
you want to try that?
And then same side push.
5 is put it 1, 2, 3, 4.
Very good. Thank you. See that?
Pull, push,
Yeah.
pull, push. Okay. And then 5 is just the same thing. Pull, push, pull. But we turn under and we follow the thumb. So 5, I'm just going to hand out there. And you're gonna gently grab my hand and walk through. And I'm going to go under. And then under. Okay? I like two hands, but you can do it with one. Okay? So the same deal here. Slow motion.
Good.
Keep going. That adds to the
Good.
effect. Okay? And like I said, we're just going in slow motion.
Wait.
And then
Yes, that was 6. This is 7. I'm sorry. You're right. That way.
Okay, so let's.
I lost my place.
I tell you what, we'll
I was
do
trying to listen.
6. We'll do 6, and then I'll book
Good.
those 4, and then
8.
we'll work with you on that. Okay? 4.
Yes. Good.
No, you just.
Oh,
That's
very
right,
good.
that's right.
Good. Good job. That was good.
Okay, go, go. Try to
Here.
The,
I will say, with the way his body is structured, it's a push. You're doing 6.
6.
6 is a push. That may be what it was. He was pulling you into it.
yeah.
Because if he pulls you into it, pull, it's going to be.
Well,
Yeah, we're at
I'm
that
going to
point.
have to change what I'm doing, but
Yep.
that's all right.
Yeah,
This
so-
right now we're
Yeah, give him a
working on the
push.
fundamentals.
Yeah.
Let's go in slow motion. You pull, and I step out.
Not push, but yeah.
Get way above my head. And keep going, keep going.
So,
And then
yep.
get you
very good.
right there. Okay. That was 6. And so push.
Yeah, 6 is a push.
5, 6, 7 is a pull.
It's the
Okay.
same side pull.
Same side. Mirror, what the same side or mirror side. So you pull and you come, and I lost you, so I got my hand. And then theoretically, you keep going. Okay, so we're gonna do.
Same side pull. Give him a pull. When you pull out of it instead of just straight back. No, other hand. Same side. There you go. There you go. Yeah, good.
Okay.
Because that one's built off of. It's like if you give me here, hold the palm up. That hand, just hold palm up. Nope, your hand. If I give you a straight pull right here, you do a number 3. Nope, do a number 3. So just turn around it. Right? If I pull you out here, you have to go a long way to get around it now. Right? So here, grab me, that hand, and just pull me straight backwards, slowly. Right? I have clearance. This time, pull me out. Oh, well now. Right? I have to go a long ways there. So if it's a pull out, just go underneath. Make sense? Yeah. So that's why we have those as pulls or pushes to the side, because they're the same techniques. We're doing like, I want a number 1, I want a number 2, I want number 3, and number 4. That's great. But something happens, I can't get there. This is the secondary answer. So
Non-compliant part.
correct. Yes. Yes, exactly.
It's okay. It'll come. It just takes a long time. Okay, so we did. What did we do? 7.
That was 7. You're on 8 now.
Okay, so 8 is palm down, same side.
Push. And you're pushing him that way.
Push this way.
Correct. Yep. And he goes underneath it. Yep.
So slow motion. So you're pushing. You're pushing. And I'm going under. Keep going. Keep going. Whatever.
So I will say an interesting thing about this is when you get up here, if it gets to where you can't, he's not going over anymore. Just
break the arm.
no. Well, I mean, yeah, that's one thing. But look at me.
Yeah.
I'll turn my body to him.
Yeah.
Just turn into it.
Change hands.
Yeah. Or just turn your direction in. Because if you can't get him to go past you, cut back in. It's a great way to go.
This is all about variations.
It is.
So I'm gonna follow my thumb. So I'm gonna get out here, go up here, and then
There you go. That was nice.
throw you
Good.
across, whatever the situation is. Okay. So let me let's do 5. Okay. Yeah. And it,
Palm down.
so I usually put it right in the center. Yeah, something like that. So that. Okay. So 5 is a pull. So I'm gonna.
Step towards me.
Go
Underneath
under.
turn. There you go.
That's
Yes.
it,
Good.
That's it.
Good.
That's it.
Yeah, the whole back half, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We have, we start off with down, up, up, down. Eventually, neutral. It doesn't really matter. But in the beginning, it's nice because once you hit the back half, you can just remember follow the thumb. That's the direction you go. So like 5, put your palm down. Your thumb's that way, so you're gonna go that way, right? 6 is a palm up. Well, which way are you gonna go? Follow your thumb. Yeah, right. Makes sense. A nice, easy way to keep track of which way you're stepping for those particular techniques. Eventually, it doesn't matter. It'll just be a palm neutral. So you could either push or pull. And if you pull, I've got a number 1. right? If you push, I've got a number 2.
Mhm.
That makes sense? So it doesn't really matter, but in the beginning, we do these this way to kind of differentiate, to help learn which ones are which. So, very good. Excellent.
What are we doing?
Releases. Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Good. Let's do all of them. Do 1 through 8.
1.
Oh, that was nice. Good. Good. Oh, good. We'll show you something about number 3 in a little bit. Let me remind me.
Okay.
Something kind of neat. Good. Oh. Good. Oh, good. Nope, 7. That was 6.
Okay.
Palm up. There you go. Good. Good. Now 8.
What are we doing? 7?
8.
8.
I get it this time.
Make it work.
Right. Good.
Thank you.
So 3. Let me show you this cool thing. Do your number 3 again.
1, 2, 3.
Do that side.
Okay.
Right. This is great. You got me right in my center.
Mm-hmm.
Don't drive me away. Think down. Yeah. So here, over here. So I've got you here, right? I can drive you away, or I can go down. Well, it's a wrist lock, but it's more, ideally, it's kind of crushing behind the body. Here, come on.
Crushing.
Yes, the hand. So we're in a position here. I can drive you away, right? So if I get you that direction, go through you. But I can also go down to add more down to it.
Yeah.
You can see it kind of as a, if I were to drive straight line here, just walk that direction. Just walk away from me, right? You're walking that way. But if I arc this down as I'm walking, right? Turn this way. If I arc it down, I'm going that way, but also crushing down.
Yeah, you're forcing me to turn.
Yeah, but also I'm trying to give more down input so your feet are more weighted.
Yeah.
So when we do a number 3, through there and down.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I just go here, this way, just retract that and strike it. Boom, right?
Mm-hmm.
My goal would be, if I weight your feet, that retraction is harder. Retraction strike. See, it reduces your response time because I'm weighting your feet down, which is nice. So anytime you can add pressure and weight on the feet to slow down their steps or movements, it's a good thing. So cool. Tonight I want to go through, at least walk through the whole 17. Because he just did his brown belt demo today. So that puts him 6 through 10. I want him to kind of see the next set, the 11 through 17, but I also want y'all to see the first set. So we're going to go through all of them.
Cool.
As a quick walkthrough. You want to do them later?
Did you record your test?
Yes, it recorded. It wasn't live, but recorded it. Yeah.
Okay. Will it be available?
That is entirely up to him. If he wants to be private, it'll stay private. If he wants to be public, it'll be public. You do? It's your demo. Your demo. I mainly wanted a recording so we can go back and watch it and see things we may find that are wrong. But, oh, let's fix this. Let's look at that. Because me being the one doing it and working with him directly, a lot of times I can't see what he's doing because, well, he's got me locked down. But I can feel it. If it feels right, great. But if he happens to get a lock just right and it feels great when I'm down there, but he's leaning, well, I want to know that. So it's good to have that recording. So.
Yeah.
said about the neutral releases.
Mhm.
I'd like to do some of that in a private lesson.
Absolutely can. Yeah.
Yeah. Like just
Fun enough, doing it neutral lends more to your already practice of Agiaki.
so just a mental note.
Yes,
for
sir.
next time.
Yes, sir. We'll make that note. We'll do that. Absolutely. Okay, so let's do a quick walkthrough. Do y'all remember the first few?
Right now.
Okay. It'll come back to you when you do it. Important note right now in the beginning, want you to go slow and try to do it with as minimal, I know it's tough for you, as minimal upper body strength as possible. Because I don't want, when you start applying upper body strength, it's very useful for certain things, but when trying to learn it, it tends to slow down your processing because you're locking your own joints up. I don't know if I've shown you that before, how it locks your joints up when you lock your arms, when you get tight. Here's an interesting thing. So just grab right there. I don't want you to be strong, right? So when you're strong like that, and I try to move you around, don't let me move your arm. See how that pressure you have there, right? It doesn't move any further because it's locked down. I'm also in that same boat. I can't. I'm trying the strength. I can't move any further than that.
Mhm.
But if I relax my arm, I have freedom to move. I'm looser now, right?
Mhm.
So hold me still. Don't let me move, right? I'm gonna try and move. I can't move your arm there, but stay strong. If I'm relaxed, I don't have to move your arm as much. I'm free to move myself wherever it needs to be. And because I'm free to move myself, my center is the one doing the work. So I can move you a lot easier around than when I'm strong and we're both fighting it. It's neat, isn't it?
Makes a lot of sense.
It does, yeah. I'm here. In fact, be strong and try to move my arm around. Right?
Mhm.
So relax and move my arm around. Your whole body does the movement for you instead of just trying to do it up in here. Make sense?
Yeah.
So when we're doing stuff, we want to be as relaxed as possible. Now, if you happen to get into an altercation, your adrenaline's going to be pumping. You're going to be on fire. All of your muscles will be firing. They will all be strong, and all of them will be tense. If you practice tense, it will be amplified when stress is involved. If you practice relaxed, you'll still be tense, but you won't be necessarily as tense as if you practice strong.
It's probably one of my single greatest weaknesses.
Yeah.
I'm always practicing with the adrenaline on. It's hard for me to shut it off.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why, especially in here, we practice slowly, because it's much easier in a safe environment to practice slow and soft. Once you get something down, I have no problem ramping it up a little bit, at least within reason. Still want to prevent injuries, but pressure testing is very good to do. It's an important aspect of any martial arts. But there's a time and a place for that. Pressure testing is testing it. It's not learning it. There's two different scenarios for that. So, but when you want fine detail, it's like when you're learning how to write as a kid. You learn these large, big, slow movements, right? When you get older, it starts to flow, and you get that more cursive, that relaxed feel. But imagine if you never get past the big, giant, strong movements. You don't get the finesse because you never practiced the finesse. So anyway, let's look at those. Number one. Do you want to do them?
Sure.
Hop up. In fact, let's do this. How about y'all watch? We'll just go through all 17 real quick.
Okay.
We'll just walk through them nicely. You don't have to throw me. If I happen to fall, I'll fall if it gets there, but we'll just kind of walk through them for the moment. I knew it was coming. I was like, no, took it off. Ooh. Ooh, that was good. Good distraction. I was like, caught me off guard. Oh, that was good. Oh. Oh. That was a good drop.
The wave peaked and then it crashed.
Yeah, good.
Let's see, we're doing.
This is 7. The reverse of that, the thread
Yes,
the needle.
yes.
Good. Good. Oi.
Yeah. Got it.
Yes. Yes. Good. Oi. Good.
9.
I ran into you because where my body fell, you weren't out of the way, but you were solid, so I dunk, just bounced off. It was unexpected.
Said on Tuesday that we wouldn't do falls then. We're not going to do them tonight either because we're doing all the 17.
We can do falls as well. I'm sure we can fit it in.
I just don't know if we'll be all exhausted.
Yeah, that's true. Well, how about once we finish running through these, we'll do a little bit of falling, and then we'll go through the 17. Really good. That was 10, 11. Oh. That was a good lock. You have my shoulder good on that one. 12.
Yeah, you're okay. Good guess, yes.
Yep. Oh. Do that again. Go straight for it once it drops down. Just go. Yes, there you go. Good. Yeah, that was better. That was good. The rest of it felt good.
Shield nugget.
Yes, sir. Good.
Shear. Oops. Sorry. Again, please.
Whoop. Good.
Back door.
Yep. Yep.
Airborne.
Yeah. Good. That was nice. Good job. But that's the whole 17. Oh, I'm worn out. You guys do something. Well, we can do a little bit of falling. I'm already warmed up in that respect, so that's nice. You all remember how to do the back fall? Good. I'm going to teach it again since we're on live for our, hey, 2 viewers. So the way we do a back fall, well, actually, I should say first and foremost, very important thing, the 2 most important things you do when falling is tuck your chin and breathe out. If you don't breathe out, the ground will breathe out for you, and that's not fun. So the way we usually start off falling, you'll move that a little bit. Oh, we start on the ground here. Oh, position like this. We start here, and we just let our arms fall at the speed of gravity to the ground like that. While doing that, we want to time our breath, breathing out and tucking our chin at the same time. Like that. Our arms fall at a 45-degree angle because we want to disperse the energy out. We don't slam our arms down. We don't add energy. It just helps spread it out so we're not hitting just on our backs. Like that. Then, after doing that a few times, we move up to here and do the same thing. We just sit down on our butt and roll back. Try and make your back into a wheel as much as possible. Again, to mitigate the amount of hitting at once. And then we move to the super complex version, which is here. And it is just crouching down and do the same thing. Just like that. So come here. Push me. Boom. And that's a back fall. Cool. Let's give it a shot. Everybody on the ground on your backs. Bring your knees up. And head back on the ground. Arms up here. You're going to let your arms fall at the speed of gravity. Just fall, just hit the floor. Good. Good. And then tuck your chin and exhale at the same time. So as your arms come down, it's tied to drawing everything in here. So it's one movement together. Good. Good. And that tucking the chin also helps serve the purpose of starting the arch in your back. So you want to almost kind of do a crunch as you're coming up there too. Good. 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 Now, if you want to, one thing I forgot to mention is tuck yourself up in a bit of a ball and rock back and forth. Get a good rock on your spine. Heard a spine pop. That's nice. Yeah, so that's the movement you want when you hit the ground. Your butt hits and your body rolls in that movement. Okay, so get in a crouching position. Right? Again, but from there you can see the importance of tucking your chin. So, arms out in front of you like this. Exhale, breathe out, and roll into that. Just like that. Very good. 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 Good back falls. Do it again. Good. If you find yourself rolling back really far, a good way to counter that is to throw your legs the other direction. So watch. If I'm falling here, and I'm way back here, if while I'm falling, I kick my legs that way, it just boom, shoots energy that way and stops me from going over. So try that. Good. Yep. See, I didn't put you so far back. Good. 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 Excellent. All right, now, everybody up. So now you're going to drop down and do the same thing. This time we're going to do that on count. Each. Knee. Son. Chi. And go. Suckers, y'all all fell. Good. So that's a back fall. Pretty straightforward, pretty basic. Falling down's the easy part. Getting up over and over and over again, that's the hard part. That's what wears you out. Whew. Good. I'm having a hard time breathing now. I'm out of shape. Well, I mean, round is a shape, but you know. We could do a little bit of forward rolls. Might have to move this microphone. So you've done rolls before. I can't remember. We worked on them before. Go ahead and show me a roll. Let me see. Tuck your chin and breathe out. Fantastic roll. Very good. Go ahead. All right. Tuck your chin, breathe out. Good. And we went to the side. Your foot was turned this way. So you went to that side. Make sure your toes are pointed straight forward to go right over. Show me one. Terrible. That was great. That was good. So do it again.
He's done that before.
Yeah, a few times. So see how your toes pointed this way? Yeah, point your toes there. And when you tuck your chin, put your arm down, try and keep yourself in that line as much as possible. That was a lot better. When you got to about here, you gave up. So we really need a crash pad. That's what we need. So start here. Actually, don't. Start here. Once you tuck in here, kick this foot up. This foot kicks you off. Like that. Give that a shot. Because you need to get to where that shoulder is not scared of coming down. Give a shot. So here, put this hand down, this leg out, and see these active toes right here? Those are the ones you're going to kick up off of. This hand, reach back, almost like you're reaching to touch your own toes. Tuck your chin, and get your shoulder on the ground. And then kick yourself over with that foot that's active toes. Good. You still roll, that's fine. You still roll to the side a bit. So do it slow and really try to kick yourself up. Maybe throw this like up over the top. Good. Hang on. All right, go ahead. Yes, that was more in a straight line. That was good. Yep. I tricked you by standing next to you. Everybody's like, I don't want to hit him. So, good.
No, it was a good idea.
Yep. Yeah, if there's something in your way, if you can do it, I mean, I wouldn't recommend doing it against a wall, but if you could do it against a wall, that kind of makes sure you go straight and not over the side. Wonder how that would work. I have no interest in doing that. Huh? Side rolls, yeah, it's the same. Yeah, no, I was doing that was a forward roll. I was looking at it. But a side roll is the same thing. You come to the side here. Now a side roll, your foot, if you can, you turn it here and you go. If you can't, you have to really keep and turn it last second once the weight is over it. Same thing with back rolls. If I'm falling backwards here. If you're back, oh yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Once we're done with the 17, that was an interesting question, but we should probably.
Sounds good to me. All right, let's work on 1 through 17. Pick a partner. Dos y do. Actually, Larry, you take him. And then you guys there, and I will walk in between. I'm going to grab a drink of water. You went here, drew back, and fired. Boom, immediate.
Is that one?
That's one.
So back and forth, or do you want to go first start?
You can go back and forth. Yeah, do 1 for 1.
So
You did it, yeah. So look, you went here and then fired. You don't rechamber. It's there. Fire.
Okay.
Boom. Yeah, very good.
I didn't actually
Very good.
touch his wrist, but I guess.
whole
That's fine.
idea that the handwork, just take one big
Boom.
giant
Good.
step, and I'll show you.
Good.
So this is just get out of the way and slide it down so that I can control you.
Good. That was nice.
And then
That was good.
it also keep going.
Yeah, so think about it this way. So super slowly attack me. I step here, here, and here, right? Well, that's my number one. That's my jam. I want to do that. Bring your hand up. Oh no. What do I do? On the outside of the arm. I'm already committed to the movement. Oh, same footwork. Same technique. I'm just on the outside of the arm. Does that make sense?
It does. I wonder if
That's a part of it. I want to get your chin up. I'm not doing a chin strike.
So you've
I'm
done
just getting the
this.
chin up because
The other hand takes the hand.
this one.
Yep.
I wonder if you actually
if you get
need
somebody
anything else.
wherever the
Just
head goes.
So the reason is, here, just bring that one hand up here and just block me here. Okay, I'm attacking. Just block me, take me out. Here is when you're here, that arm comes through. So that hand
good answer.
sits behind the elbow.
Yeah,
That's what it's for.
but then you
And
still
you drive. Yeah.
push.
Yep. But you drive this elbow up into my nose as you're stepping, it'll shear off. Yeah. But yeah, it's an important thing because you can do just the hand. Give me an attack. I can block with just the hand.
Mhm.
You're gonna let that
That's a
fly,
bad idea.
isn't it?
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So do it again.
Yeah.
I don't worry about that anymore. So
Yeah.
yeah.
The reason I asked that is because he was attacking me
Mhm.
here on his elbow
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, if you're
That's
on
the
the
only-
elbow,
I guess
that's
that's
yeah.
the only reason you wouldn't.
Yeah. But I guess another good point for that is if my hand is occupying on this, I have to let that go to go for this. So if your other hand's taking that, this hand's free. There you go. Yay, we found an answer.
Yes, please.
Good. Step that way.
Step toward him.
Step
or
across
to the
to the side and forward.
Okay, one more time.
So you kind of cut through. Boom. Yes. Good.
And
Very good.
I do this sometimes.
It's a bit of a wonky one, but when you get used to it, it's not that bad. And there are many different ways to do that. One of my favorite ways is also going down here across. You know, I like that a lot. That's really good for shorter people, especially like if I was attacking him, he was
Why'd
he
you
was a
look at me when you said that?
I mean, look at the difference. So when he's attacking here, oh, I can't do anything to him there,
But you can bring it
right?
down.
But I can bring him down to my level. You know,
That's a good call.
I mean, that was over exaggerated, but you know,
Yeah, yeah.
so
One more time.
Yep.
You have to do it 3 times in a row.
3. Yep.
Waiting until I stand up.
Boom. Take the eyes. Yep. Very good. Very good.
It's not about taking too many or not taking enough. It's about the unbendable arm. Okay. You heard about that? You understand it?
Ooh, watch the nose. Watch the nose. So, important thing.
Yes.
Do the same thing to me. You're pushing me down.
Instead of
If I do this to you, what are you going to do? You're going to,
stand up.
yeah, you're going to stand up. You're going to fight it, right?
Yeah.
Instead of pushing it down, I just want to guide it there. I'm not holding it down. I want you to stand up. Because when you stand up, that's when I do this. If I'm holding you down, you can't quite get up right away. Or are you going to find some other way to get out?
And primarily, when you're being nice, you do it above the eye ridge, or
Goal is here in that little crevice right there.
you're not going underneath.
No, I mean, well, if you want to at some point, yes, but in here, no, we're nice. But reason we do that is because here, I'll slide off. Here, I at least have some kind of grip there, but really, it's this. That's what it is. Yeah. Now, if you catch underneath here, that's great too. You know, boom, still does it does a lot of damage. People will move where their nose is pressed,
Yes.
but we aim for here, aim for center of the face, because really, attack is here, taking the whole face over, and then you're also crushing the nose.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and if you want, give a little twist to the nose. Right, exactly. 4 is you're looking like you're going for number 3. Attack here. I want number 3. Number 3 is my favorite. I love it, but he stands up and throws his arm up in the air. Well, I can't get up there easily, so I just cut underneath and throw down through the body. Ooh. Low throw. You're doing the same thing, but when you come up and throw your arm up in the air. Raise your arm up past where it was. So your arm comes up when you stand up. Boom, and he steps behind you and throws down. Boom, yep, like that. Yep.
Oh, it wasn't enough down.
Yeah, yeah, it was more out than down. You got them long legs. Get behind his feet.
One of the things we're stepping off the line and
Good.
sticking
Good.
the elbow
Very good.
in his face. But now I've changed direction and his hand comes up underneath so that when we do the Aikido steps, they're yours. Okay? So, you know how it goes. Don't you find out. One more time.
The way that some people do.
Good.
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 Oh, let me get my glasses.
Yeah, 4 out of 7.
Right. That's what I was just thinking. You.
Okay, that's 2. I think you got that.
5.
I was just showing the other way of doing it.
Oh, the more immediate one. Yeah, that's my favorite. I like to do that one. So that one attacks super slowly. Is cutting across this and not caring about this, going straight for the face. Because then you get that reaction. So give me an attack. You get across there. Now, the technique itself, technically, attack slowly here, is shoulders hooked over like this, as much coverage on the hands as you can. You don't want to be fingertips because those will slip off. You want to have what I like to call lazy bear looking over a fence, right? So if there's a fence right here, big bear paws, claw it all the way over, right? Then your elbows will drop and push down. You're not pulling backwards, you're going down. But that movement, when you're doing it from this other one, no, it's fine. Here, cutting across this, taking the whole thing down. Yeah, yeah. But it's not a back. It is coiling down and down. All right, so look at that from the outside. So we're here. It's right there. I'm not stepping backwards because here, I'm gonna step backwards, just walk backwards with me. Right? He has freedom to move. I want to coil down here, down to get that spine lock. That's happening as I pass by. So it's here, like that. So it's just ole, let him hit the ground.
Some mean things.
Yes, oh yes. That's not even the meanest. The meanest thing is the knee in the back. You just bring him down, boom. That's the mean thing. Yes, sir.
Would you take that fall for number 3?
Absolutely, I will.
I can't really.
I'm always
do it.
down to fall.
So you can feel it.
I get it. Down to fall.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep, very good. That's good. Excellent. That felt nice.
Yeah, it did. So that's 3. Number 4. 4 is
The big reason we move across is to get out of the way. That's the real reason it's there. So, because you absolutely could come here and go straight down, but they're gonna run into you, right? Boom.
Right.
And if you happen to fall down and run to my knee, break my knee, that's not a good thing. If I couldn't go, come over here to the wall. If I couldn't go around, if I was here and I had to do this, I could still put you to my chest and straight down as well. I have that option as long as I'm ready to absorb that impact. But here, come here. If I'm not ready for that impact, and I go here, boom, your whole body weight launches me back. But if I am ready for that impact, then I can write it down. See what I mean?
Yep.
Good. Very good. 6. Oshi to oshi.
Coke can on the tape.
Up here.
Got it?
Because they raise their elbow, right?
Yeah, so this one is built off of a particular reflex. So if you're falling forwards, you're going to fall forwards either hands down to catch yourself, right? Or catch yourself here. But when you stand back up, you're going to come up either straight, up like this, or up like this to the inside. Those are the 3 ways the arms will move up coming up, right? This one happens to be you're coming back up like this. Your elbow is coming up, so we just ride it up. So we're down here. Your elbow comes up as you stand up. So I'll just ride that up and continue that movement. This particular technique doesn't have to have that. Just the way we do it in Aikido does have it. So if you attack here and your arm doesn't come up that way, here, technique is still there. Still an arm bar. Yeah. But if their arm comes up, you just follow it, ride it up, and come back down.
Down again.
Yep, exactly.
Ultimately, your goal is to get them face down.
Yes. Yep, face down on the ground. Yeah. I mean, because we have our kata versions that we stick to when we're practicing them, but we don't want to limit ourselves to only what happens if it's done exactly right. Because I'm never going to say to somebody, hey, you're attacking me wrong.
Of course.
No, right? That's not a thing.
Not fair.
Yeah. Now, if we're practicing it, do it this way because this is the way we're practicing in this particular environment. Sure. But we always want to practice reacting in different ways. So if I'm doing that technique and your arm doesn't come up, I'm going to extend out and go through the other version of it because I want to have that built into my practice. So. Yes. 4. You docked him down. Look great. Oh. He cut my feet off. He's got those long leg reach. All right, everything. Set up that again. Wait, just right here. So right here, put that foot behind me a little bit. So, do that drop again. Hang on. This is the part I wanted to correct. You see how you went up and down? Don't go up. Just sink through me. Yes, like that. Right? So feel the difference here. If I turn that way, if I'm right here, I'll turn out here a little bit. Some more space. There you go. If I'm right here, I go up and then try to sink down. Drop your weight. Drop your weight into me to stop me from going. Oh, now we're fighting each other up here up top. Right? So stand back up again. If I sink down, drop your weight into me to stop me. I have my weight going down for that throw. So it's boom. This is also that one I talk about sitting the can on the table.
Yeah.
So you're sitting here. There's a table back there. Have your soda can. Put it on the table because that gives you that down, directional, and rotational energy. So let that throw again. Wait. There's people there. All right. Oh, yes. Good. Good. Yeah. Absolutely. That was nice. Very good. Cool. 5. With what?
Can you show him the lock?
The arm lock once you have it on the ground.
I like it a lot.
If you don't mind.
Look at me, I'm amazing. He's falling. Fall down. So, say your arm is lined up to your shoulder over here. This is no good. I mean, I can lock your elbow, right? But start to push up that other arm over there. Start to get up. You have freedom to move, right? I can make that tighter by taking this out here to line it up to a straight line up that back leg. See how that changes dramatically just there? I want to have pressure down. What I like to think about is digging a hole 6 inches below your heart. So I'm here. I'm going to come out a bit and dig down under your heart. So can you pick your arm up now and get up?
I don't want to.
Yep. See what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. It's extending out this line out here. Okay, let me show it to the outside. Fall down. So see here, I don't really have anything. Out here, I've got that line to that leg back there. And it's out a bit to kind of stretch it out, down, and I'm digging underneath it. That way.
You were very close. Finger,
Yeah.
I didn't put you.
You weren't quite far enough out.
Yeah.
You pull it out,
But you didn't have that angle line. Yeah.
I think the key is this phrase, dig a hole.
Yes. Yep, you're digging a 6-inch hole under the heart.
With the shovel arm.
Yes, exactly.
I'm changing your direction. Come, I'm gonna put you. I could put you in a hole, but that's where these come all out
Nice.
of that same setup, and that was no different.
Good. Light, soft. So once you're there, you're lined up nicely. Give a little bit of a body extension out this way. No, not that much. Just
Not
a little
that
bit.
much.
Yeah, just
So just a
a
little,
little
so
loose right
it's
here. Just
straight.
give it a little nudge, and then down and dig.
Okay.
Good, very good. And this is one where you have to, when you're doing that lock, do that lock softly because that pressure on that elbow can pop it easily. Or I mean, it may not break it, but you can very easily hyperextend it, and we don't want an injury. So.
Also, you can use your foot to keep me from. Because when you tried to extend me at first, you know, you can use your foot. and
Yeah,
keep me-
I also like to put my foot, come down here. This foot, I kick it underneath there. Boom. And if you need to, kick it in there. And then you're here. And once this is pinned in place there, step out and lock that down. See what I mean? Get in tight.
Fine
the
off
out?
there.
What's the out?
Anybody can go down.
I guess I'll show you. All right, lay down flat.
Know how strong-
Ideally, there's not a whole lot. But if I'm out here this way, see, your shoulder doesn't tend to go very far up there. So I have a hard time doing this because your body's going to rotate. So I need to keep that shoulder pinned down as I go here. So that rotation, that rotation is going to happen anyway. And that's what's going to happen there if you roll over it. That's why I'm out here and doing it. So roll over it now.
Yeah, because you got the arm bar.
I've got that extension pulling it out.
The only out for me is. You do it again?
Yep. Yeah, just rolling over that. So I will say though, here, this is an interesting thing. The way your arm was set, lay down again, this is your shoulder. I probably would switch into this, since your shoulder doesn't go out that way, and keep it down.
Yeah.
Go back. I wasn't done.
Sorry.
Keep it down, kick over here, and then come across your shoulder that way.
Holy mackerel.
Because your shoulder doesn't go that way. So I'm like, I'll just transition and move. Yeah. Just boom, right, but it's just a wrench. Yeah, it's nasty.
That one, you should feel that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
with
feel-
the wrist.
No, with the shoulder on the other side. Here. So I'm going here, and if your body's moving too much, come up in here, switch to there, to on that side of the shoulder. So it's putting pressure out your armpit. But yeah, just go pop. Yeah, it's nasty.
Okay, numero 7.
Yes.
7 is a failure of 6.
Failure. So.
What'd y'all get to?
We did 5. He's okay with
Fantastic. Good. Show me number 5. Your 4 felt good. Your 3 looked good. Felt good.
I think you got 3 arms.
Oh, that was good. You had a lot of cleared down. That was nice. I like that. Good. If you could, I would suggest getting a little farther over, like to this part of your wrist is all the way over, so you have your entire palm of your hand on it. So put your hands on my shoulder. Yeah, all the way over, because you were about there, which is still good, but if you can get here and then dig your fingers down, and now do it. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, much better. A lot more pull that way. That's good. Very good. Here, let me show.
Arch your back.
Yeah, no, let me show. No? How off? Ugh. Ready?
Yeah, I am.
There.
Okay.
Yep. So I do that because if I just have pressure here, roll that way. You're clear, right? If I just pull out here, roll that way. You're clear. So what I need to do is I need to, when I'm coming back here, roll this way and pin these two together. So it's here. And that also arches your feet, which makes it hard for you to kick me.
Yeah.
Because your weight's pressing down on them. If I'm also just right here, just pop me in the face with your foot. Wham! This is no good. Kick me now. See what I mean?
I do.
But pulling that back, you're like.
The key to that too is planting my own wrist on the ground.
Yes. Yeah. The mean way of getting up after that. See this on camera? There you go. Is once we're here, pin this. I mean, you can pin it and draw it all the way back there, which is nasty. But once you pin that, you come here and you stand up off the arm.
Okay.
Just slam it with all your body weight. Okay. It's just a way, I mean, it may not break the wrist, but it'll definitely make him not want to hit with that arm too much. Be painful. So, boom, comes up. You're going for number 6. You want number 6. Ah, he stands up. So turn, thread, and then just straight down, slowly. Good. Nope, go back. Put that other hand through. Nope. Hang on, go back where we were. There, put that hand, thread the other hand through.
Thread this hand?
This hand through. If you the first lock is put this hand flat, that palm flat on the floor. All the way down. You're not flat. Put it flat on the floor. And then extend up this way and pinch the arm together. Both your arms like this. Good. Now, this hand replaces that hand, so slide it in place there. And this hand comes out. So now that you're sitting there, now that you're sitting there, I apologize, Ben. Mm-hmm. Do this very nicely because this one can hurt quite a bit. Mm-hmm. This slides to you because your body's up here like this. It slides to you as you sit backwards. Pressure from the wrist here.
Yeah, like so I can tap.
Oh yeah, you have feet too. Just when you slide back here across this way, pressure on there, and this is rolling back this way to keep it from going that way. Because if I just go this way, he's going to throw his arm that way to get out of it. Okay. So I want to roll back here across. Okay, make sense? Here, get up. Let me do it to me, because I can direct it as I feel it.
All right. So, had you here, need to replace.
Yeah, so first, replace them there. Good. So your knees are up against my hand. Move your body that way straight. It's in between here. Let me get in the right spot right there. No, slow down. So come up on your knees a bit. So you're up in the air, like up above me. As you sit back, going all the way back to the back, this slides that way. And this one, not down, rolls towards you. Putting pressure down, but rolling towards you.
Oh, this way.
Yes, like that. And then push the palm of my pad into my elbow pit. There it is.
Oh.
Yeah. Because it was locked, but once you put that pressure there, it's that gooseneck. Mm-hmm. That's what it was. Ugh, I mean, you're very familiar, I'm sure.
Chicken wing, yes.
Very familiar, I'm sure, with this lock right here.
Yes.
Right? So what makes this lock work is pressure from here to there.
Straight into your,
That's what you're doing underneath there. Not tonight. I have not dropped it yet. I've sat it down. It's kind of nice, yeah.
I was wondering if you super glued it.
No. Even with semi-violent students. Good. So that was 7. Good. Let's see. Only got 30 minutes left. Let's stop doing those for the moment. And we will. What was the question you had?
Okay, so the question I had was, so like, if I was getting attacked by someone who's like Sensei Goldberg's height,
Yeah.
but it's so like, if I was going to try and do a release, but it was one of the last four. One, can someone who's that short force the situation where you need to do that? And two, if they
Sure.
can, how are you?
Sure. Yeah. So when you don't have height, you have width, right? So if here, get on your knees, or come over here a second, to the middle of one. Get on your knees. So let's say we're doing number 6. So there,
Yeah.
I can't take you up above me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to lower down, right? So I can lower down if I need to, but I also have that way. I can go out to get more space, but I'll have to lower myself down to get there. Does that make sense?
Yeah. The thing is, it seems like you're exposing a lot of your back. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe
So
that's just 'cause you're not.
it's because what I'm doing, I'm cutting through here. If I have to kneel down, I'm cutting through here to kneel down.
Okay. It's just the way you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard. That's also very hard to do slow going down to a knee because gravity, right? But if just crouch a little bit, so you're down there. Here, if I can't get it to go up above me, I can lower myself to get there without bending. I don't want to compromise my structure this way. Or if I go out like that. So we have had shorter students in the past when we're working on like Shihonage. So Shihonage is this one, like that.
Yeah.
But if they can't get under that arm, you can go out to get there. You have the, because really you just have to get enough clearance to get your head underneath. Yeah. The way that I do Shihonage is when I drive up, I get a little rise out of them anyway. Right? Even though he's a bit shorter than I am, if I just bring on his arm up here to there, we're pretty close. But if I drive up underneath here, I have a lot more clearance because I'm driving up, right? Just kind of picks you up there.
All in the wrist.
Yes. Goldberg, when he does Shihonage, or a version of it, here, it stays about that level. And it's very tight and very nasty. Yeah, but it just comes across because he's that height.
I haven't had much chance of practicing with like really short people.
That's true. Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of short people in here.
Kind of answered your other question too earlier whenever you said he's kind of exposing a lot of his back. But whenever he is, you want to do the one you just did?
Yeah.
Whenever he is where he is,
Yeah.
he is exposing, but he's so close to me. And he's got my wrist lock. The last thing I'm thinking about, I mean, the only thing I'm thinking about is how I get out of it.
Yep. Yeah. And also, to be fair, I'm not stopping.
Yes.
I'm not going to put too much pressure on it, but it's like this. It's going through. Is that good? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that one gets really tight really fast.
Yeah.
Because they're like, So.
Yeah.
And if you stop halfway through, I'll do your wrist this time. You have the famous that people like to do, where they come up and go crank over the top.
Nasty things I like to do. Break your arm as it's throwing you or right?
Yeah, I've worked with a few people that when they do things, I don't necessarily know if they do them intentionally, but probably because in their experience, the only way they make it work is if they really crank on a joint, like really try to like hurt the joint to make it work. And pain and pain compliance is useful, but it shouldn't be your goal, because some people can withstand a tremendous amount of pain. Some people are also extremely flexible. I guarantee you, I could lock you up a lot sooner than I can lock him up, because you go and it stops. He'll go like Gumby, and I just can't. I mean, it's just I have to hit the end of that to get the joint lock. But that's why I don't worry about the pain. I worry about the structure. Yeah, exactly, and skinny. But like structure is more important than pain. A great example of that is Nikyo. Here. So here, bend around a little bit. If I just go for pain, right, it hurts, but I'm going to do this slowly, but resist the pain, just resist the urge. It takes quite a bit before I hit you, right? I have to really crank down on that before I get there. But if I go for structure first, resist the pain. How much pain was there?
More.
More pain. Interesting. Let me do it with less pain. That means that I'm putting too much focus on the wrist. I need to put more on your body.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. I needed to correct that. I should put more focus on your structure, but the pain is always there. I can always step in. I can always crank down, but I need to go for structure before pain. Same thing with like kote gaesh. Kote gaesh. I can slam and make that painful. Absolutely, I can make that painful. Here, turn over here. I can make that very painful. You go and take your finger and put it into that toe. That's nasty, right? But I want structure to be the reason you fall down. Right? Was there any pain in the wrist on that one?
No, just
No.
off balance.
Right? It was just structure
Yeah.
and pressure down. Right? I don't need to have the cranking to get there. But cranking's great. If I need it, if I get here, be really strong. And I miss it. I'm terrible. Oh, cool. I've got pain.
Yeah.
I have it as a backup always.
Very little effort on your part too.
Yeah. Yeah. So very good. It absolutely is. And some people can ignore, and some people don't have the ability to feel that. Yep. Or you're just standing there and you break.
Pressure points is a good example. Very few actually bother.
Yeah.
And if you add adrenaline to that, then
Yep. Well, that's why if you're doing pressure points, you should use those pressure points as you're taking structure. Like when I strike, I don't strike for damage. I've never been much of a striker. I mean, I took Taekwondo when I was younger. I can punch, but when I strike, it's not to cause damage. I want to disrupt the structure. Like if I were to strike you in the face, I don't want to break your jaw. I want your whole head and body to move. I want that because that gets a reaction that I can work with. If I just boom, well, it may hurt my hand. I may break your jaw, but a broken jaw doesn't stop you from attacking.
Sure.
Structure taking allows me to have an opportunity, or at least an advantage, to put you down.
You said that Brian is a little shorter, right?
Yes, and he will be here on the 27th, on Thursday.
Like how short is he?
About,
my height.
maybe a little shorter than you. Yeah, a little shorter than you. Yeah.
Like, I remember the only like really short person we had was that lady.
Laura?
Yeah, that was here when I like, first started.
Yeah, that was Laura. Yeah.
And then she left.
Yeah, she's quite short. A lot of the techniques for her, we did kind of have to adjust and find ways to make work because of her height. And it was just because I'm taller, I have access to different things than she does. She needed things that would work at a lower level, or at least without having to really because she could get up to the face. But sometimes, like we had one guy who was like this tall. I mean, we had Trevor that was that, but also Brandon was that way. And Brandon was this tall and this big. He was just a large man. But for her, when she's going up there, she could get to his face, but to get there, she's overextending herself. So we had to kind of adjust things to make that. There's no exact perfect way to do a technique, but there are principles you adhere to that make your odds of success better. You take a bit of the advantage back away from the house. That's all it is. So, cool. Any questions? Oh, have you gotten any questions in chat? I haven't even been paying attention. No questions in chat from our 2 viewers. Good. Did that kind of cover what you wanted to?
Yes, sir.
Very good. We'll make sure. Excellent. Oh, wonderful. I don't know.
That was as I understand it, that was my pre-test.
Yeah.
And we, in my experience, the sensei decides if you'll test based on your pre-test. And so if I pass my pre-test, then I'm going to pass my test, which was, subjective, but you can tell if somebody's ready, somebody's not.
Yep.
That's really what this is about.
The pre-run like that, then I will say, in this school, we don't use the word test. Thank you very much. I don't test people. There's no way to fail. If you go up for promotion, it's yours. I'm never going to put somebody up for a promotion that's not ready for it, because that's just silly and demeaning. No offense to the other martial arts world that does that. I don't like it personally. But in an instance like that, for one, I know where you're at. I know what you need to work on, what you need to focus on. But more importantly, I know what principles you have internalized and understood. And that's the thing that I look for when someone's ready, is if they miss a technique, not the end of the world. Techniques come and go. We have hundreds of them in all the katas. Techniques don't matter. Principles matter. And as long as you're principally sound, that's what I focus on. Because we can always make technique polished up. But kata is pretty, but kata is only there to be a useful tool for us to practice principles. So, but you did well for what you wanted, so it was good. And I know what you know, so we're good. Well, very good. Well, we've got about 20 minutes, or is that 40 minutes? Nope, that's not 40 minutes. What time is it? Oh, I need better glasses. So cool. Yeah, we've got about 20 minutes. So, any questions about anything? Do you want to do anything in particular? We could, yeah. Want to do some sword stuff?
I'm just curious. Curious what other martial arts you've taken, or have you taken other martial arts, or you just karate? I was just curious.
Yep. So, Boken. Now, I will preface this by saying I do not study the sword. I know a bit about it. I've played with them. I've worked with them. There are katas in our system that deal with them. But if you want to learn actual Aikido, I can recommend many places around. At least the place in Denton, the Denton Dojo. Excellent for that. I can teach basic handling in a rudimentary way that will get you fairly good practice with it as far as what we use it for in our katas. But let's see. Let's look at the first technique of ours. In there. First of all, new place. Go ahead and do a practice swing. See if you hit the ceiling. Good. Very good. All right. Go ahead. Off the line of force, sliding down, catching here. Let me do that again. That was number 2. Number 1. Off the line of force, sliding down, catching here, driving out the end of the sword, and taking the sword away this way. That's the first one of our set. These are, I don't quite know the history of this particular part of the katas in ours, as far as where they came from previous to our system of Aikido. So I don't really know what or how accurate these would have been. Now, these may be based, I've heard before that these are based on sword techniques that were used when people were in full samurai armor. Whether or not that's the case, I don't know. But that does make sense why the movements, at least our movements as Toray, are different than what you would see in other arts that do that kind of thing. Because like that movement I just made here. So the movement over here is big and wide and open. I may not make that movement if I'm free to move my body, but if I'm in a large piece of armor, or at least fully clad in armor, then I would need to be able to move my body in a way that affects his body, also weighted down by all that armor. Right? And pull the sword away. Does that make sense? Cool.
Is it just Tomiki Aikido that has those sword katas, or is it other?
I know there are other sword katas and other versions of Aikido, but I don't know much about theirs. They may be the same, maybe based on the same set of things. But yeah, the ones that we have are older katas. I mean, the ones that we have may even predate Tomiki, but I'm not sure. So, but yeah, do you want to try that one? Sure. I'll let you feel it first. All right, so come over here. So you're going to raise up, step forward, and you're striking for my head right there. Boom, good. So do that. I'm off the side. I don't want to go for the sword. I'm trying to catch the arm and slide down. Ideally, your strike coming down here, that momentum I'm carrying on through you. Pull down that way, right? So you're going to step to this side, put your hand on my arm here, and just slide down into the hilt. that hand is going to catch. Yep, that hand. So start here and slide down and take it from me that way. Boom. Yeah. Nope, that's number 2, this side. Good. 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 Our second one, go ahead and bring it up here for the strike. Our second one is going to the other side here, driving through this way. And once you're through here, taking the sword and going up. Essentially, it's a Shihonage. Through there. Like that. So you're going to step to the side over here. Both hands on my arm. Drive my elbow down this way. Now that that's open, put your hand on the hilt.
Which one?
This one. Take the sword. And you're going to go up, turn, and down there.
Oh.
And stab me in the leg as you do it. Sword ones are kind of weird. They're a bit complex. We don't usually start the sword stuff, at least learning it as a kata, until Sandan, 3rd degree. Because there's a lot of techniques before that. Because we have our 17 main Tomiki techniques. Then we have the San kata, which the full San kata, I should say, I guess you're learning the sword stuff in 2nd degree. Because it's the full San kata is required for 3rd. But we have I think the San kata is 56 techniques. It's a lot. Yeah. So there's a kneeling portion, a standing portion, defense against the sword, sword on sword, defense against the jo, the stick, jo on jo, and then defense against tanto, against the knife. There's a lot of techniques in there. It's just crazy how many there are. And then you also have Yan kata, which I don't remember how many there are, but there's a bunch in that one. Technically, Go kata and Roku kata, which I've done before, but I've so out of practice them, I'd have to look them up again to go through those. But yeah, I think we're pretty close to ending time here. Let's go ahead and call it an evening because I am pretty exhausted. Y'all made me fall more than I wanted to. So, Kyotsuke. Right. Oh, very good. Excellent. Thank you very much. どうもありがとうございます。